Well, the reason I want to put this video out is because I'm going to actually show this clip from December 2nd, 2017, almost 2 years before uh, Miss Golddigger the cat passed away by cancer. And I want to, in other words, if she was about 7, 8, 9 years old, maybe even 10 or 12 years, she might have been a lot more than 12 years old. Looking back at these videos, I realized she could not jump on top of a chair. She had to claw her way up. She could not jump on top of the bed. It was very easy for another cat to do that. It's a little leap. She'd have to claw her way up. Um, she can claw her way up 6 feet high pretty well, but as long as there's something to claw onto. Um, and she was not playful. Like, she would stick with me like glue, though. I was really her protector. And I did my, I don't know if I could have, if I would have picked up she was an older cat. She looked so kitten-like. If I would have picked up she was an older cat, I would have done more. But as it was, I was doing a lot. I was doing her cat vitamins and Whiskas Perfectly Chicken and the activated water for better absorption of nutrients. And this was from, again, you can see, published December 2nd, 2017. I'm going to play this clip with the sound after I just talk about this. But here I was talking about the Parazapper. Before this video, it was in the video is a Parazapper Uzi 3 review with Miss Golddigger the cat, and I had her in the end of this. But in this video, actually, I noted that she had cat scratches on the top of her head. So she came over to me exactly almost 2 months to the day prior to this. She came over to me October 3rd, 2017. The first time I did a video was October 4th, 2017 of her. So this was December 2nd, 2017, just 2 months later. She was a lot better. She still wasn't getting the carbon C60 yet. She started that about 2 weeks after this, say 13 days after this, and that stuff really did help her a lot more. But she never had the energy to claw, just leap up on a chair or just leap up. Like if she was going to get up on a shelf in the kitchen on a corner there, I had to put like the cat food boxes, and I made like an extended shelf thing with rugs, which you can claw up the side of the rug. It hung down, and she could get up there on the shelf. And I made the shelf wider for her because even though I made the shelf by the kitchen wider for the other cats so they could lay up there, she would sometimes fall off of it. So I made it 2.5 inches more wider just for her. She never got up on the top of the cat shelves near the ceiling where the cat's running around. So now I'm thinking, oh my God, she was a much older cat. So in other words, if you get cancer when you're young and you're doing these holistic treatments, it probably is an excellent chance that you're going to live. The Rife treatments, there should be an excellent chance they might take 3 to 5 months with the frequencies. But the cancer came on so rapidly with her, and possibly because I had stopped the carbon C60 on June 1st, 2019, and 2019. And I was giving her colostrum on May 15th, approximately 2019. And a combination of the C60 carbon and the colostrum and the cat vitamins and some of the herbs, she was doing great. Probably the C60 would have extended her life, but there, and the thing is, you have to know the history. That's one of the things. I did not pick up she was an older cat. I just thought she was a kit. I thought she was a kitten. Then she never got bigger. Because she's small. You can see on the top of her head there are some of the scratches and stuff. Well, maybe not. They're not maybe showing up as much. But that could have been like age. Like the issues with her skin. That was not just the antibiotic. Really didn't do nothing. I remember I got that broad-based antibiotic Convenia from the vet. She came over. I thought I took her to the vet originally when I was going from memory was the end of November. I actually took her October 24th. So the first time I filmed her was October 4th, and she came over October 3rd. So I thought she was somebody's cat. She obviously wasn't feral, so I wasn't going to take her to the vet until she was over there for a few weeks. I took her to the vet. So she had a microchip. It was unregistered, and but the thing is, if you don't have a strong enough body, in other words, all her bodily functions were breaking down, and You see, you can extend life with herbs. They have frequencies in it. There's live food. It's electrical food. You know, like they used to say when I was in my 50s, I looked like I was in my 30s. You know, somebody yesterday told me that, you know, I'm 64. They said I look like I'm in my 40s. They said you got a baby face. You know, it's like a lot of people told me that. But the thing is, that's 20 more years, right? I mean, it doesn't mean infinite. And I personally think you can extend life exponentially longer than you would be imaginable today. So anyway, I was talking about the life forces, and the life forces aren't going to go forever. Like in other words, we can't apply frequencies and energy to inert matter and create life right from the beginning. It's impossible. Um, I'm probably going to go into some other things on this later on about where probably the human race came from, or how we got an exponential jump in quote unquote evolution. Is probably assisted greatly by another species that's far more advanced than us. Um, you know, and I'm also going to make a playlist with Gold Digger the cat. You can follow the stuff. There's a lot of long videos I did with her. And now, like I said, I look back, I say to myself, oh my God, she was a cat of advanced age. Um, there was a lot of issues with her. I wish I could have kept her around longer. If I would have known this, I probably would have. Well, you know what? You could make people. I would probably would have made people food for her every day, just her. But I was actually more attentive to her than any of my cats. I did put a video out that says she should more work than 5 male cats, because I was really trying to take care of her because I knew she had problems, and sometimes I thought she was a reincarnated human. I really did. She was the most human cat I ever seen in my life, by far. Um, best I guess if I would have picked up that she was, you know, advanced age, I could have done more. But now I'm looking back, I said, boy, I was doing a lot. I was just trying to keep her alive and healthy as long as possible. I didn't realize she was advanced age. I just thought she had a weak constitution, but then now I'm realizing. And this is why when I did everything I possibly could when it had the advanced cancer diagnosis, it it was like the life forces weren't there. I mean, she was really up there in age. I don't know what her age was, but it had to be pretty far up there. I mean, she wasn't, like I said, she wasn't jumping. She couldn't leap on a chair. She had to claw her way up. She used to always take my chair that I sit on for doing YouTube. And it was like, that's okay. You could. I was in. If she would, you know, if she would, um, crap or something, because she wouldn't want to go from the kitchen window sill to the litter box, even though it was probably 10 feet away, because you had to climb down. And sometimes she would. Sometimes she would crap right there on the rug up by where I had by the shelf, and I never scolded her. Never. I had to clean that up sometimes every day. Sometimes I had to clean it up every day. You know, she'd do that at night and stuff. And I'm thinking she was weak. She was weak. She was of advanced age. So, you know, there's only so you can add frequencies to extend life. You can add energy. You can do holistic medicines, not medicines or herbs, whatever herbs as medicines. But you know, you can't create life, and life energy is coming from someplace else. We can assist it. Now, maybe if you are one of the true miracle workers, like Padre Pio, maybe something like that. But I don't know. I mean, that's beyond what I can do. So, just want to point this out because now looking back, I guess the only thing I could have really wish I picked up on was he's in a cat of an advanced age. But a lot of times, the listeners, actually, some of the listeners gave me the idea about carbon C60, and if it wasn't for YouTube, I would have never known about carbon C60. Um, right now, YouTube is getting really influenced by the New York financial elite, which is really bad because it's almost like you're putting something out, and it's like it's going under the editorial review of the New York Times before it comes out. Basically, the same type of people. But all these videos I do are on BitChute now. They're linked to BitChute, and I'm going to try to get other things, other platforms out there possibly too, because who knows? I used to have things on VidMe, and that went away. But I don't know. You know, we need to communicate with each other, and I'm pretty thorough and common sense on things. I do not get down with glossy, fancy words too much, but And I will play this. I'm going to play this clip from December 2nd, part of it. You'll see it after this. And what I say in here is that back then, when I was sincerely talking, just off the cuff, December 2nd, 2017, my observations are showing that she wasn't actually a much older cat than I expected. And I guess that's the one thing I kind of screwed up on. I really did. I mean, because if I would have picked up on that, I would have made people food for her every day, because that could have possibly extended her life a lot more. Made it special. But sometimes I was giving her people food. Tell you the truth, I was. The chicken, like I get the chicken and stuff. I'd always give her some of my food, especially her. But I don't know. I guess, like I said, the life force is limited. I mean, I don't know how you go beyond that. And if I was doing this, if I had her since a kitten, maybe she would have lived twice as long. But I picked her. She found me when she was of advanced age. So these things do work. So I'm not. That's why someone, you might think these things are hopeless. They don't work, but they do work. Look, and there's loads of proof showing that she was at advanced age, and sometimes I just didn't pick up on that. Sorry. So anyway, I'll be playing that clip right after that from December 2nd, 2017. You can see my sincere observations from almost 2 years ago, and she was 100% dependent upon me. She stuck on me like glue. Anyway, over now.
And little Miss Gold Digger approves of this message. She's got the little black hat on her head. She's got a black hat, don't it? This cat is around me like glue. I don't have a problem leaving her outside because she just goes right up here. She used to go down on the ground underneath the bench, but now she goes up here all the time. Top of my toolbox on my El Camino. It's a nice plastic surface. Doing okay, girly? Huh? She's anyway. Yeah, you can go back to sleep now. She sleeps like 20 hours a day. Anyway. That's my cat. And my 3 other cats inside. 2 more outside. And these guys are the ones that develop frequencies because, as any vet knows, cats use frequencies for themselves to heal. That's like really the proof of the technology right there. Any vet will tell you a cat will heal up way faster than a dog, like a miracle, because they can purr. Now, if a cat could teach a dog how to purr, I think the dog would thank that cat very much. But maybe they can have a little purring machine for the dog to heal up. But cats got that self-regulating purr. They know exactly where to put it to heal up and benefit their body. So, right? Here's the ice cream truck coming, man. You want some ice cream? No, you don't want ice cream. Give me some cat treats instead. It's a Merry Christmas ice cream truck. I don't know if you can hear that on this damn camera. What do you say there, huh? Give you a nice little picture on the Parazapper mascot. We use frequencies because we knew cats know frequencies best. Well, that would be something for zappers, huh? Cats know frequencies best. That's why humans should do too. Alright. She's a cute cat. Man, I tell you what, she sticks around me like glue. No matter where I go, she's there. She's about as dedicated as Putin. I used to thought Putin was like... Putin follows me around everywhere too. This one does too. Right? These guys could probably tell us some more about frequency research because they do know how to heal up with their frequencies. That's why they say cats got 9 lives. That purring actually was what heals them. That purring. The frequency itself. So, If you don't want to know the scientific mumbo jumbo behind it, just look at what cats do and what vets, any veterinarian will tell you about a cat and their healing abilities and where it comes from. They're purring. It's a frequency. And they don't even have the positive pedestal offset, do you? Huh? See her? She could touch her paw like that. Usually a cat don't like that. Because that's their defense mechanism. She don't give a damn. Right? She don't care. She trusts me so much, it's unreal. This cat just came over one day, and she's stuck on me like glue, man. I don't know what the hell the deal was. She's stuck on me like glue. It's like I can't even go nowhere, and she'd be right by the window for freaking panicking when by the time I come back, she'd be like, "Wee." Right? That's from your previous scratches when you're fighting outside. That's why I don't let you out at night no more. I never did. I mean, that's before I found her. She had that problem. She must have been wandering around lost. And I found her. She doesn't go. That's why I don't, when I put her outside, she doesn't go nowhere, man. She sticks close by. The only cat I never knew that does that. But I took her to the vet and got her antibiotic shots and all her shots and got your microchip registered. Right? Anyway. So, Uzi 3, man. I'll tell you what. You know, when he comes out with a new product, I'm probably going to buy it too. So, you know. It pays to have more than one zapper, to tell you the truth, because a lot of times I don't even bother changing the battery. I'll just grab another zapper. They always got a new battery, fresh battery in them. It's all recharged. Just plug it in and keep going, man. Using them all the time.